It's a pleasure to see you.
All right there, Revenants. Hey, how's it going? Welcome back. And today we're going to be just doing a random adventure with the volley build here. And this is a very fast way to run the Black Halberd. And because it does have a lot of slash and pierce built into it, naturally, as the weapon suggests here on the card, then we put it to really good use here between these three gifts overall, and it allows us to also have quick mobility as we dash our way through certain areas. And this is a very fast, high pressure, high intensity way of how to play with a halberd here along the way. So I just kind of wanted to run through the memories here real fast. Sure, Jack. And just to see kind of how it goes at the slower end, because if you play with Eva here along the way, then you're able to speed things up considerably with her along for the ride. So here you can get right up onto folks pretty quickly, and you see there we got 3 Ichor back on 1 hit. So the Ivory Grace is doing double duty here. It's providing us a dark value for blood-sucking blades. It's got a really good drain rating on a backstab. So we'll get 18 Ichor back on a backstab, and light value, we're getting 640 extra damage added to our damage here because of Bridge to Glory. So it's the Ivory Grace is kind of super important here for us to actually get everything that we need to actually make things happen. Okay, so then we can just hop down here and plunge this fella to death. And we'll the whole thing now is to load up on as much Ichor as possible, so that we can get into the fight here with these guys. So here you can do things very quickly, and that was kind of, you know, the slower end of things because we don't have a gift accelerator running in the background here. Okay, this guy will come at us, that's fine. And we'll just run over here and take them on one at a time. And you can attack cancel into any of the other gifts here that you see. Okay. Okay. And it's very nice that you're able to basically just run over these guys kind of however you wish. And here, if we need Ichor, we can maybe get a backstab here. There we go. And we'll get 18 back on this backstab, so that's very nice. Okay, we'll just remove him from the game. Okay, we'll go for a gift accelerator. Okay, awesome. And you can see just how fast those gifts come out. And we need some Ichor, so we'll get a backstab here, and we should be able to just poke him down easily there. Let's get the key. Let's go kill the big red guy, or the big purple guy over here. And now that we have no more gift accelerators and everything is kind of on cooldown here, you can see that the slower they go, the less effective that these gifts actually are. And that's where gift prowess is like doing really big time work for us. Is just the fact that, you know, we will be accelerated most of the time. Okay, can't hit her. Okay, good. And now let's go for some Ichor here. Awesome. Okay, now we'll get the rest of our gifts going, and as we get into the invasion here, it will be extra important to get Ichor and speed here along the way, so that way we can be as fast and efficient as possible at killing things like doggos and stuff. Okay, and let's head over here. Okay. Oh, ouch. Okay, and if we can get a backstab here, we will be extra special at good here, but it doesn't look like it's going to be the case. We are now poisoned. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get a launch here. Very, very nice. Let's get some health back. Good. And gift prowess is over, so that's a real super problem here for us. Oh, okay. Poison killed us, I think? Okay, yeah. Okay, so we're having some super problems here. Let's go ahead and drop down for a second. Let's go ahead and heal up. And Jack, I'm not too worried about him. He should be fine. He never does too much here along the way anyways. Okay. Okay, I guess we'll get this guy on a backstab. Not exactly sure what's happening here. Okay. Okay, we got one guy at least. Alright. So you can see that, I mean, in a high pressure scenario here, we are able to, you know, kind of be okay. But we are at the mercy of basically everything around us here. And having access to a lot of these gifts is really helpful along the way, just because of how everything happens all at once, very quickly, very fast. Jack, I think you're okay. I think you're okay, buddy. And there's no real healing that we're doing except through Usurper's Blade here. So that's kind of an issue, but it's not anything that's extra super duper worrisome, because we do have plenty of enemy opportunities here that we can get Usurper's Blade out on. And you can find any enemies basically around every corner. If you can get multiple enemies hit with Usurper's Blade, then it's even better. But the gift accelerators are what make this setup here absolutely worth it overall, just because of the fact of how slow most of these gifts are when they're used, and when you can actually have access to very fast casts of these. It actually isn't so bad in how they actually operate. So we can go ahead and get some ichor here from this fella, and then we will get a Usurper's Blade there. So we get that going, and here we can go for some surprise drains here because we have an Ivy Veil, right? Maybe we hit this guy. I think we did. That's good. Let's get gift extension going. And Jack is doing pretty well there, actually, taking care of that guy. And we'll get Usurper's Blade to get some health back here. Okay, I did not expect her to be right here. Good job, Jack. Okay, and we'll definitely have to jump onto her here, because we don't want to deal with her in any sort of way at all. Okay, this fella here will go for this, so we can go for a Usurper's Blade as well. Okay. Good. And you can see that the damage on it is pretty decent overall, but it's nothing incredible. But the benefit of it comes in the fact that you're using Bridge to Glory, obviously, to boost that damage even higher. Okay, good. And this is just, I mean, it's nothing like this is how you need to build this or whatever, but it just is actually a lot of fun because of how high pressure it is. And if you actually go up against like enemies that you can use Eva against as well, not here in the memories, because this is like the worst version of how this setup goes. You can actually do some really crazy things like this. Okay, and you can see there that we basically killed this guy in like one hit here, pretty much. Okay, we got two of them up in the air. Okay, we got this guy up in the air. Okay, good. Okay, we'll kill these two. And when you have all the gift accelerators running with Eva along the way, somebody's aggroed somehow. Then when you have all of the gift accelerators running, then everything goes very fast, and it becomes exceptional in how you get your damage out on the enemy. What, Jack? What are you doing? I don't know what you're doing. That's what I don't know. Okay. No gift accelerators here, so we'll go for a drain activator, just to get something here. Good. Okay. And we'll go for Usurper's Blade here. Okay, so not too bad. And that is the really nice thing about pretty much everything we're doing here, is that we can actually get a whole bunch of AoEs going all at the same time. And we have the ability to, you know, attack enemies at a distance like that, which is nice. And sometimes, you know, you can't actually get up close to an enemy, and so when you go for something like that, ouch, you're able to, you know, do pretty well overall, just because of the fact that you're able to hit at a distance. And so because we do have a pretty good charge veil here, we'll hopefully get down here to the end. I have no idea where we're at. Okay, I think we hit one of the dogs. It would be nice if there was an indicator on the map where your veil was, so you wouldn't have to do these kinds of things. And that would be really helpful to be able to see, you know, where your veil was without having. Oops. Okay, good. We'll get a little help there. Jack knocked that thing off the edge, and that would be cool if like up here or something, as you would see a little dot or whatever move where your veil was, and so you could actually kind of blind aim it. I mean, maybe that's not fair or whatever, but it definitely would be a super quality of life improvement overall. Okay, so let's go ahead and heal up here before we get to the Queen's Knight fight here. And the Ivory Grace obviously is a blood veil as well, so that is kind of also a good thing it has going for it for this setup here. Okay, and here we can go for this fella right there and get some Ichor back, so we can get gift prowess going. We'll get a gift accelerator here, and you can see that we can meet these guys with surprising damage whenever we need to. And I think we almost threw that guy off the edge there. And the extra ability here comes that if an enemy runs away from us like that, we can get the jump on them very quickly and easily, and in order to you know, take them out fast. And you see there it was like 11,000 something or other on that guy for damage, and that is, you know, pretty high damage for something like this. And you can see that you can close the gap pretty quickly on these guys if you need to. And then if you need some Ichor back, you can either slap the enemy, or you can get a backstab for that sweet 18 Ichor recovery from the backstab. So now we don't really need Avarice, and we don't need the Ivory Grace Devour. But if we go for the Fortified, the nice thing is that you can also still be quick mobility. So that's really nice. So here we'll go for just Halberd Mastery, and now that gets us up over 2,000, which is really good for a weapon like this. Okay, and since we can't heal Jack, it's just going to be us and the what is this? The Queen's Knight here. So buckle up, and this will be a kind of interesting sort of fight here, because if he staggers and stuff, we'll have good opportunities and windows to go for some damage overall. But otherwise, yeah, we're going to be kind of playing it kind of far out here. Okay, and we'll wait for him to do something. Okay, we'll go for Usurper's Blade just because it's good to get damage. Okay, let's get some stamina here. So you can see that the damage is a little bit overwhelming for the boy. Okay. Ouch. But we are equally susceptible to being devastated. Okay. Alright, that's fine. And let's go in here. Okay, and he took us both out. So we were very, very close there to getting a Usurper's Blade out on him to recover some health. But yeah, if you can get him to stagger in phase 1, you can really, really pump the damage into him pretty quickly overall, just because of how crazy fast the gifts come out. All of the in-betweens there work very, very, very well for him. Okay. Okay, and as you can see here, somehow Jack dodged that guy. Okay, we'll close the gap here. Let's get all the Ichor back we can, and let's go for a gift accelerator here. Good job, Jack. Now he will stagger here in this phase. Okay. And he should go down here pretty soon. Okay. Okay, almost to that stagger. And he's going to the middle. That's fine. So you can see just how fast you can actually get that damage out on him. Whoops. Okay, thanks, Jack. Okay, let's go in. There we go. So yeah, that's really, really nice with a halberd attack, that you can actually close the gap and close the distance on enemies before you actually get there. And having a weapon attack only, the ability to be able to dash very, very quickly to where your enemy is, it works really, really wonderful wonders for yourself, just because of the fact that typically when you're running physical weapons and stuff, the problem comes with the fact that you don't really have any range to actually reach out and touch and get to the enemy. But with this setup, you're able to close those gaps very, very quickly. And if you want to sacrifice a little bit of Ichor here, let's see, about 6 Ichor, we'll get about 12 and a half or something. Then you can go for the extra increase in your damage here overall. And you can't go for the fortified, but you could go for any of the other versions of the Black Halberd to actually use it as well. So let's go ahead and see what it's like here with Eva, just because of the fact of how fast her gift accelerator, or her gift prowess, will also help us for another 10% reduction in our speed here. Okay, so we'll get these going, we'll get this going, we'll go for Ichor. Okay, and Eva's giving us her ability there. Okay, let's kill this thing quick, and then we'll do this. And now watch how fast these come out. I mean, that is insane, absolute insanity how fast those come out. And let's see how it works on one of the big ladies here, because these things are extra annoying. Okay. Yep, and you can absolutely tear these things asunder, just because of the fact of how fast these come out with double gift prowess here, and having increased gift speed and a gift accelerator. When all of these 4 are working together, these gifts are absolutely mind-blowingly fast, and they hit like trucks as well, having really, really good ability to close gaps on enemies like that, where you're like a sneaky assassin almost, striking from the shadows. And because of the crazy high drain here, we're also able to recover a whole bunch of Ichor as they're down on the ground. You can slap enemies pretty easily, and you can make some pretty awesome things happen. Now, this does have, obviously, like a weak point here, and it's the double boreal brutes. And these fellas, even though you can get super damage out very, very quickly, you don't have any kind of defense to be able to, you know, to be able to go up against them with any kind of real beneficial stagger or damage. And so, you know, as we go up against them, keep that in mind that as we did really, really well versus the, uh, what is he? The Queen's Knight. And we had all the other enemies, and we did a little cathedral demonstration there. When we go up against these guys, though, it's a completely different ball game, and this is where everything will start to fall apart very quickly. Um, okay, we missed him, and especially when we can't heal Eva along the way here, she will be kind of on her own here. So we will have to just go for some benefits here to try and get these guys gone as quickly as possible. And you can see there that, you know, Eva is gone now. And so we're going to be in a really bad way here, and we're dead in one hit. And you can see that just because of how these fellas operate, how they switch AIs, they switch partners, they switch attacks, they switch all these things, even the sheer amount of power and speed that we have built into this really fun high pressure Halberd setup here. It really doesn't work in our favor here. You'd have to actually switch this up to some other build to be able to, you know, play with these boys here. And otherwise, you're just going to be, you know, really struggling to get anything to operate and work correctly versus them. Even with Usurper's Blade and everything here. I mean, there's 8,800 on a plunge attack there, which is awesome. But as soon as you get into this fight with these things, if you were able to, you know, take one of them down fairly easily and quickly, then I would say, you know, you've got something going. But as you can see there, it just doesn't matter. You know, these things are crazy how they dance, how they hit like trucks. And fortunately, the Usurper's Blade comes out very quick, obviously. And this guy's probably gonna go down here. Yep. Okay, and there we go. Okay, so now we've got one Boreal Brute. Okay, and if we can get him to be open and available here, we can go for, you know, this kind of stuff. Okay. Oh, there goes Eva. She got touched. Okay, and we're not able to break his shield here, obviously, because we don't have the necessary items. And so this is where, you know, some of this kind of falls apart, just because of the fact that, you know, we're not set up correctly for this. And even though we, you know, have what we have, and we just can't knock his armor off, which is not what you want in a fight like this. Let's go for a gift extension. And we missed our opportunity, right, in phase 1 to actually get this guy staggered and get him to a point where we could hopefully knock his armor off. And so there's literally nothing we can do at this point. We are literally just at the mercy of, you know, this guy. And we could go for some dagger attacks here overall, but I mean, it doesn't help us. Okay, I can't see him. Okay, that was close. Alright. Dodge backwards or to the sides for those icicles, if you didn't know that. Okay. Yeah, there's just nothing, there is just nothing we can do, and that is really sad and unfortunate, but that is the case, how this guy do be rocking. Wow, look at him, he's just absolutely a maniac, and there's nothing we can do except maybe get a fire cartridge out and go for some flame on him. And maybe that's what we have to do. But, you know, that's kind of at the mercy of what he's going to do here. Okay. Maybe now we can. Flame cartridge. Okay. Oh. Okay. Now this only lasts for 9 seconds with gift extension. Yep, so... Oh. Okay. There we go. And we're dead. Of course, he just had to do me like that. But anyways, you can see that it's this setup here just really isn't built for these guys at all, but for basically anything and everything else. Whoops, we should probably get our haze, or maybe not. It doesn't really matter at this point. But for anyone and everyone, anything else, it just rips and tears through basically anything you come up against, and there's really nothing for it that can't stand to it, except for the double boreal brutes here. So don't go for these guys, but otherwise have fun dodging and dashing to your enemies and go coming in on them very, very hard from Savage Dive. So yeah, the Black Halberd does very, very well with this setup. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow in the epic conclusion, I guess you could call it, for 57 stars.